Why are global investors so anxious about China's Third Plenum? And more, what makes Washington nervous about this latest political gathering? The decisions made in Beijing this week will ripple through global markets. This closed-door meeting could be the turning point for investors worldwide. What major economic reforms did China unveil at the Third Plenum? Today we go deep into China's Third Plenum, a historic meeting behind closed doors where China's leaders are setting the stage for the next decade. With China's economy growing by 4.7% last quarter, what comes next could be even more significant. Over 60% of China's GDP is tied to the private sector. So, what will the Third Plenum decide about its future? How will China's focus on technological independence affect global industries? Stay with us to find out why this event has global investors and Washington on edge.
What would we have to deter China? In my opinion, we have economic strength. China will probably have more military, bigger navies, more weapons, more missiles. They'll have nuclear. They've got space. They have a space station. They've got all of that. But what if they had an internal economic crisis because none of the major economies of the world were investing there, doing business there, creating jobs there? It would be the collapse of their economy that would be our best leverage in China. So how do we have that unity? We have that unity by having the democracies and the strong economies allied together in a security relationship.
The Third Plenum of the 20th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China is a major political meeting that took place from July 15th to 18th, 2024. Annual plenums typically occur in autumn, but this one, expected for October 2023, was postponed to this week. While many observers attribute the delay of the plenum to China's economic struggles, some speculate that recent removals of high-ranking officials may have also played a role. However, President Xi Jinping did not explicitly address this speculation during the meetings, leaving them as unverified rumors. These plenary sessions historically introduced significant reforms, like Deng Xiaoping's 1978 policy. This plenum focuses on deepening economic reforms, tech independence, and rebalancing the economy, aiming to create a high-standard socialist market economy, which is essential for China's modernization. Analysts expected the meeting to address new industrialization, boost intelligent manufacturing, tackle weak demand and property market issues, deepen supply-side reforms, enhance high-quality development, create growth drivers, support the private sector, attract foreign investment, and introduce fiscal policies. Well, what impact might China's fiscal reforms have on local and global markets? This plenum is different from the others because it's focused on moving China from fast growth to sustainable innovation. This is an urgent issue because of the current economic challenges and geopolitical tensions. The Third Plenum of the 20th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China was done behind closed doors, which led to a lot of guesswork about what it was about. The West, especially the US, is on edge because the plenum was expected to tackle the issue of technological independence, which is crucial for sectors like electric vehicles and semiconductors at a time when geopolitical tensions are on the rise. US executives from big companies like Goldman Sachs, Starbucks, and Nike were planning to visit Beijing to get more info on these talks. This increased nervousness comes from the possibility of new policies that would tighten economic controls and centralize resource allocation under Xi Jinping's leadership. The West is worried that China's strategic shifts could have a big impact on global markets and trade, especially as China continues to improve its ability to withstand pressure from the US and the European Union. Why is the US particularly concerned about China's latest economic strategies? The third plenary session ended with a full report outlining all the decisions and directions set by the committee. The session, run by the Political Bureau and led by General Secretary Xi Jinping, was a big moment in China's strategic planning. The Central Committee gave the green light to the resolution on further deepening reform to advance Chinese modernization. The resolution reaffirmed the party's continued commitment to Marxism-Leninism, Mao Zedong thought, Deng Xiaoping theory, the theory of three represents, and the scientific outlook on development. It also placed a strong emphasis on implementing Xi Jinping's thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics for a new era. The main things that came out of the meeting were a reaffirmation of the guiding principles from the 20th National Party Congress and a commitment to pursuing high-quality development. The committee highlighted the need to strike a balance between development and security, promote socialist democracy, advance the rule of law, and improve public communication and cultural work. The committee also emphasized the need to protect national security, maintain social stability, and advance national defense and the armed forces. The resolution lays out a plan for a high-level socialist market economy by 2035. The goal is to modernize China's governance systems and improve market efficiency. China plans to modernize the financial system and improve market regulation to create a more resilient and dynamic economy. The goal is to have a competitive market by making sure that state-owned and private enterprises are treated equally. So, the main goals are to promote fair competition, remove barriers, and improve resource allocation to increase global competitiveness and reduce external pressures from the United States and the European Union. The plan is to focus on sound macroeconomic regulation, including tax and fiscal reforms, transparent budget management to support regional development and address local government debts. On top of that, policymakers are looking on integrating the real economy with the digital economy, update infrastructure, and make sure industrial and supply chains are secure. The session highlighted the importance of education, science, and technology in driving modernization. The plan is to invigorate China through science and education, develop a quality workforce, and promote innovation-driven development. This includes making big changes to education, scientific and technological institutions, and talent development. It was agreed that integrated urban-rural development is key to Chinese modernization. The plenum laid out plans to bring the city and countryside closer together, improve the basic rural operating system, and boost agriculture and rural areas through targeted support systems. So, while NATO discusses reclaiming Chinese-owned infrastructure in Europe, China advances its plan to open its economy. This involves leveraging its large market for international cooperation, continuing reforms, and enhancing trade structures. Opening up is key to Chinese modernization, aiming to improve both inward and outward investment management. The plenum also looked at ways to develop a more inclusive form of democracy and to strengthen the rule of law, which are seen as key to China's modernization. This means making democratic institutions stronger, improving how we make decisions together, and making the rule of law work better to make sure everyone gets a fair deal. In the cultural sphere, the resolution highlighted the need to boost cultural confidence, develop advanced socialist culture, and promote traditional Chinese culture. This idea is to get people creative with culture and make it easier for China to share its story with the world. The plan aims to enhance public services, social security, healthcare, and population support, prioritizing well-being and practical issues. Additionally, China focuses on ecological conservation, pursuing green development and achieving harmony between humanity and nature through an ecological civilization and reduced carbon emissions. National security is still a big part of China's development strategy, and the country is planning some improvements to its national security institutions and mechanisms. This includes making public security governance, social stability, and national security in foreign-related affairs stronger. How does national security fit into China's latest economic plans? The meeting also talked about modernizing the national defense and the armed forces. They said that reforms are needed to achieve the centenary goal of the People's Liberation Army by 2027 and to make sure the military is loyal to the party. It appears that the plenum results show a shift toward self-reliance and centralized control, that economic strategies are aligned with national security. Efforts are also being made to reduce dependence on foreign technologies due to trade tensions. China's focus on national security reforms highlights its efforts to protect its interests. This will have an impact on international relations, and global investors need to keep an eye on it. What do you think? What impact might China's Third Plenum decisions have on the global stage? We are excited to delve into this topic at Think BRICS. Join us for a live stream on Sunday with China's super expert, Professor Warwick from Queensland University of Technology. Then, on Tuesday, South African analyst Jana de Kluvia from the Institute for Security Studies will provide an African perspective. Share your thoughts and questions as we explore China's impact on global dynamics. Don't miss these engaging and informative sessions. What do you think these changes mean for the future of international trade and investment? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your network, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on BRICS trends. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.